Okay, so there's clearly something that I'm missing here because the internet for the last day or 2 days, shall I say, have been saying Joy Reid, how she just took Byron Donalds out. She made him look like a fool. But I'm watching this clip like, who's the fool?
Could not protect his wife from rape, could not protect his son from lynching. So again, why would you quote that era and say that at that time, the family all being in the home together was something we should think of as a good thing?
What?
Well, first of all, Joy, the story you bring up and you're bringing up is a tragedy, one of the great tragedies of the Jim Crow era. This is why those policies were they were disgusting and distasteful. All I was talking about, Joy, was the marriage.
Oh, y'all. I can already see what this is about to be. The man can't even sit there and acknowledge the tragedy in which he's talking about without her trying to badger him and trying to, come on, man. All right, y'all, I ain't gonna make it a pause fest, but I can't, say that you won't get some expressions.
The family all being in the home together was something we should think of as a good thing.
We should. Why should we not?
Well, first of all, Joy, the story you bring up and you're bringing up is a tragedy, one of the great tragedies of the Jim Crow era. This is why those policies they were disgusting and distasteful. All I was talking about, Joy, was the benefit of a man in the family.
Again, sir, I'm sorry, I let you talk for a long time. Sorry, no. Talk over you. You've gotten a chance to speak a lot, Congressman. You're going to answer my question now and not filibuster. This is the question you want. This is the question you need to answer.
That's what I'm trying to answer. That's what I'm trying to answer, Joy.
Give me a second. Take a breath. Take a breath. If a black man could not protect, it's my show. If a black man, a black father, could not protect his wife, his son, or himself from lynching and violence, how is him being in the home?
See, this ticks me off because to the people who are low vibrational, they're looking at this and they're going, yeah, girl, get him. But completely overlooking the fact that the man was literally answering the question. This woman is trying to tell us that he's filibustering when he literally just started off by saying, hey, first of all, the tragedy that you just brought up, I want to say that is horrible. And in the midst of him saying that, she's already interrupting him. And then he transitions into answering her question specifically. And you're not answering the question. You're not answering the question. It's like, shorty, we're not stupid. What? And y'all say this is, you know what? I'm going to get off the screen, y'all. I ain't going to be able to shut up. I'm not.
How is him being in the home mean that is an era that was better for the black family or that we should think of as a good thing?
First of all, Joy, I never said that it was better for black people in Jim Crow. I have never said that. And even my own words say that. If you're talking about the importance of black fathers in the home, or frankly, all fathers in the home, it is always for the betterment of children to have leadership. Yes, for safety. So having two people in the home to help provide the economic needs for those children so the family can succeed. That is a wonderful thing. We should always get back to that, not to Jim Crow. And this is the point of the gaslighting and the lying that is occurring with what I said. Don't try to impose the fact that the marriage rates were better in the higher, I want to be clear, higher in the Jim Crow era to mean that I think Jim Crow is great. That is a lie. That is gaslighting. I would never say such a thing, which is why the Jim Crow era was destructive of black people.
You brought it up.
You see what happened? He said, I never said that. Her dumbass looked down at the paper and tried to reread. When she reread the quote, she realized, like, oh, yeah, damn, I can't just quote what he said to just throw it back at him. So this is what she does. Oh, man, y'all, it is hard out here for a conservative. I'm telling y'all, bro. I tried to stay off the screen. I'm sorry. This is going to be a pause fest.
I would never say such a thing, which is why the Jim Crow era was destructive of black people.
You brought it up. You're the one who brought it up.
Let's get one more question. And now you're trying to gaslight like everybody else trying to gaslight.
The timeline was when. Okay, one more thing. The poverty rate during Jim Crow was 55.1%. More than half of families were impoverished. You also said, and I'm quoting you again, during Jim Crow, more black people were not just conservative. Black people have always been conservative minded, but black people voted conservatively. Black people weren't allowed to vote at all during Jim Crow.
Oh, yeah, word. Go figure out why the Republican Party was started. Mm-hmm.
Well, first of all, there were areas in the United States where black people did vote.
Under Jim Crow?
It wasn't universal throughout the United States. So let's just be perfectly honest about that. I just told you it was not universal.
We know Jim Crow wasn't
there were areas, but obviously black people were suppressed from voting. That's what the purpose of not just the 64 and the 65 voting rights back, but so many others. But let's get back to what I was saying.
So you're inaccurate
All
there.
I was talking about is about black families. No, I'm not being inaccurate.
During Jim Crow, more black people voted conservative. They didn't vote conservative because they weren't allowed to vote. That is the essence of what Jim Crow is.
So again, Joy, I'm going to come back to my original point. It is talking about the family unit, having more fathers in the home, which creates better people going forward.
Last question, and then I'm going to let you go. Last question. We're out of time, but I'm going to give you one more question. During Jim Crow, could your family have existed? You are in an interracial marriage. Your wife is a white conservative activist. Could your family have existed at all during Jim Crow?
What type of fucking question is that? Really? I'm sorry, yo, but something has to be seriously wrong with you. If I don't care, fuck the middle. You gotta be off your rockers to have watched that interview and watch how that woman condoned herself, and watch how she completely cut him off. Watch how she was not letting him respond. You see, he has a completely calm demeanor. She was just badgering this man the whole time. So you were inaccurate there. No, he wasn't. You the one who keeps spinning shit. And then in addition to that, when you couldn't spin nothing, that's when you started doing all this. He was like, you said Jim Crow era was better for black people. No, I didn't say that. You know what? Let me look at this quote. And then she looked at the camera like 2 times, looked back down like, yeah, he right. He ain't say that. But come on, man. Like, you made yourself look like a complete fool. And I'm happy that Byron Donald taught us how to handle these type of people. The comment originally was like, Byron Donald showed us how to handle these type of women, but these type of people whom just want to hear themselves talk, people who do not want you to finish your thought, people who's so emotionally weak that they refuse to let you finish making your point because of the way you laid it, how you said something they didn't like. So they completely cut you off and they interject and they then bring on some new problem. And now you're not only trying to get your original point out, but you're also trying to solve this new point or new problem that they have going on. And then while you're doing all that, they're looking at you like, see, not even giving you a chance to answer. Come on, dog. How y'all hitting somebody with multiple punches at once and, a million? You got like 30 people throwing a million punches at once and you hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, just throw one back. It's like, how? I can't. It just really ticks me off that people cannot have civil discourse with somebody whom they disagree with. And if I'm being honest, I don't think Joy Reid disagrees at all. Obviously, she's trying to spin on the talking point of him saying the Jim Crow era was better for black people. And that's already been debunked multiple times, but she wouldn't give him the respect and dignity to be able to answer a question at all. But notice how Joy Reid doesn't cut this man off or talk over him at all, only because he's spewing BS. But when Byron Donalds do it, and he's talking about real stuff and spewing facts, they won't even let him finish his point, y'all.
Yeah, right. I mean, look, I think it's important for people to ask, what are these people paying for, right? Yeah. What are they getting for their $4 million they've given to Clarence Thomas over the past 20 years? And what they're getting, just to link your last segment together, what they're getting is what Byron Donalds wants. What they're getting is Jim Crow, right? What they're getting is a guy like Clarence Thomas who, like Byron Donalds, entire judicial philosophy.
He never said that he wanted Jim Crow. That is a complete lie. This man never stated one time that he wants everybody to be back in the Jim Crow era. That is a fucking lie.
Is what Byron Donalds wants. What they're getting is Jim Crow, right? What they're getting is a guy like Clarence Thomas who, like Byron Donalds, entire judicial philosophy is that, well, some Negroes are magic, right? And no matter what the white man does to us, we can just rise above as long as they don't.
We actually can, you pitiful excuse of a man. We actually can. I didn't wake up with all of my ancestors' history behind me, knowing that they fought for me to be able to be a victor. And I wake up every day, I'm looking at black people on a freaking network talking about issues in America, and y'all wasting all of your freaking, your culture on sitting here lying to your fucking culture. You know what I mean? I'm watching black presidents. I'm watching black senators. I'm watching black mayors. I'm watching black attorney generals. I'm watching black freaking judges. I'm watching black FBI. I don't even know what the position is called no more. Sheriffs and all this. Like, dude, what are we talking about? Like,
shoot us or kill us or rape us or drown us, right? And if you tell people that, if you're black, if you're Donalds, if you're Thomas, and you tell white people that, they will give you money. And that is what's happened to Clarence Thomas for 20 years. He has told white folks exactly what they want to hear, ruled exactly as they would like him to rule, and done it as their black friend. And so the money is just pouring out.
Shut the fuck up.